You know which one you're going to tell us yet?
Oh yeah, yeah. During the Indian Wars, the men would go out and the hero would come back, and naturally the women would go out and make eyes at the hero, and so the hero would go and what they call capturing the woman. Even if she was married, they would stay together one night, and then the man would leave her, and so this was kind of a common practice. And the men were not supposed to show any jealousy, be stoic about it, because when they went to war, they had the same chance. So it was tit for tat, I guess. But some men were very jealous and would harm their wives sometimes. And so to show the proper conduct, when your wife is stolen, they usually separated after this happened. And so they tell the story about Old Man Coyote and Sheila Bay. Sheila Bay is his counterpart. He does the opposite of Old Man Coyote. And so Old Man Coyote was visiting Sheila Bay one day, and he was all alone in his teepee, and he was grieving. He was really heartbroken. And Old Man Coyote said, "Friend, I've never seen you downhearted like this. What is the matter? You're always laughing and enjoying life." And he said, "Well, just the other day, when the war party came back, one of the men came and took my wife. And don't know what to do. I'm heartbroken. I would like her back, but on the other hand, people will laugh at me if I take her back. And I don't know what to do." And Old Man Coyote said, "Well, there's nothing. The worst thing in life is when you're being charged by your enemies. And enemies, when they are charging on you, it's the most fearful thing you can ever experience." And he said, "There's another thing is when your children or your parents die." And he said, this is very bad. This is one good reason why you should be downhearted." And he said, "But if somebody comes and takes your wife, the best thing to do is to take them back. Take them back and live together again." And he said, "The good thing about it is whenever the woman starts arguing with you or does not want to do what you ask her, you turn around and look at her like this, and they will put their head down and comply with whatever you want." He said, when your wife is stolen, it's one of the good things in life." He said, this is kind of a short one. While we have the Jogan kingship, one day Old Man Coyote was hunting some buffalo and was trying to kill a buffalo. But then he ran into a little 3-day-old buffalo calf, and one of its legs was broken, was injured. And he couldn't keep up with the herd, so when he was lying down, and Old Man Coyote came up to him, and the buffalo calf said, "Elder brother, I'm hurt and I can't keep up with the herd. I'm not going to last long anyway, so why don't you kill me and eat me?" And he said, Don't say that loud." He said, there are people around that will make a joke of it and laugh at me. And said, "Well, what I want to do is I'll take you on my back and carry you back to the herd." And so when he was carrying him, he got tired, and he would put the buffalo calf down. And every time he put him down, he said, "Kill me and eat me." And old man Coyote would pick him up and take him. And finally, when they got near the buffalo herd, he put him down, and the buffalo calf insisted on killing him and eating him. And he said, "Don't do that. I have joking relatives all over this place. I will never hear the end of it. They'll say, I killed this helpless little calf and ate him." He said, "Don't ever talk to anybody about what I'm doing here." And he said, that's how we come have the joking relations, and we can talk about people and joke about it and have a good time. And so that's how it came about between the little calf and old man Coyote. So the children, the man's children, when they're in the same clan, can tease each other this way and do whatever they want to, as long as it's not too outrageous. And so this is a good way to let out emotions and help somebody who is feeling down feel better. And I told this one before to John and Sharon, but I'll tell it again. Old man Coyote had a beautiful wife, had a beautiful young wife, and she and her mother was a widower, but she was still young and very good looking and comely. But they were living in separate teepees, and so old man Coyote lusted after her, and but he didn't know how to go about it, how to go about taking making love to his wife's mother. So he would go out for a long time and come back, and finally he thought of a way to communicate with his wife. He took something that looked like hollyhocks. I don't know what name of it. John and I looked for it, but can't find any of it. And it's a long-stemmed a plant with large leaves on it, like ferns. And it's got a big bulb on the end. And my people smash it and eat it with their food. And sometimes they make pudding out of it, and I'll call it wild rhubarb. And so they're hollow. And so old man Coyote got a bunch of them and put them together. Put them together and put one near their bed at night. And he put the other end near his mother-in-law's bed. And then when everybody went to sleep, he would get up and talk to his mother-in-law. He said, "I am in awe. I am watching you. I am always watching you. I am in awe." And the woman would dream about it and all. He would dream about this all. And he said, "One day I will tell you what to do. There's something important going on. So watch and do whatever your son-in-law asks you to do." And so this went on for several nights, and then old man Coyote went away and came back, and he acted like he was really felt bad. And he said, and the woman said, "What's the matter this time? What's wrong with you?" And old man Coyote said, "Well, all my friends are going on war parties with their mother-in-law." And he said, whenever they make war on our enemy and they have a booty, they make their mother-in-law take all the booty and bring them back. But I don't want to talk to your mother-in-law. She might not want to go with me. And so the woman wanted the booty right away. And so she went and convinced her mother to go on a war party with old man Coyote. And here they went all alone, and old man Coyote was ahead. He said, "I'll be the scout. I'll go ahead." And when they went out, he looked for the most shallow place to cross, and it was only about knee deep. But as cunning as he was, he took off all his clothes and walked on his knees and pretended that it was really deep. And then when he got to the other side, he stood up and said, didn't talk to his mother-in-law, said, that water is really deep. Whoever crosses it should take their dress off and cross so that they won't get wet. And here, the mother-in-law took off his dress. And here, old man Coyote was looking at her all the time. And then when they crossed, they went and before that, he already talked to Dizal. And he said, whenever we make camp, I want you to come and I want you to say this. He said, when we go to sleep, say, copulate, copulate, copulate. Don't do anything else. And that's what I want you to say at night when we camp. And so when they camped that night, they all came. And he kept saying, copulate, copulate, copulate. Don't do anything else. And so the woman got scared. And she jumped into old man Coyote's bed. And so when they all kept saying copulate, that's what they did all night long. And then pretty soon, the all forgot what he was supposed to say, and he kept saying, "Don't do anything else. Don't do anything else. Don't do anything else." And then at daybreak, when they parted, the woman went back home, and old man Coyote stayed. And then when she got home without any booty, her daughter said, "What did you do on your trip?" And the woman said, "We didn't do anything." And so from that day on, whenever a husband asks his wife if they had sex with another man, they always say, "I didn't do anything." And what they really mean is, I had sex but didn't do anything else. I think that's good for now. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when you get back to the hotel, I hope Linda doesn't tell you she didn't do anything.